Welcome everyone to my next update on my Action RPG Gate. So it's been a while since I made an update video. My previous two videos were more educational, so I didn't have time to show the stuff that I've been working on. Also, this video is gonna be short because a lot of the work that I made is very disjointed. So I made a new class, a new monster here and there, UI improvements, new settings, combat improvements, new sprites, and so on. So it's very difficult to show everything in a one video. So I'm just gonna talk about what I can remember. Also, the demo for this game is expected to be out in about 45 days, maybe less. So I'm working on polishing stuff more than adding new things at this point. So among the things that I added, as you can see, I made the character list more compact. I added new icons for the classes. The characters now have a information tab that shows you some data. I added things such as keybinds and new filter options. I'm gonna leave this space right here to have like a nice picture or something in the future and a new title. So let's get in the game and let me show you a couple of the features that I have been working on. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to talk about is the new class, which is the engineer. This class is given a golem, a scrap golem, which is a permanent medium that follows you around. It's very powerful, but you can only have one. This class is meant to be a hybrid between minion damage and player damage. So you can mix and match minions and your own damage and skills. This tree offers defensive options for you and your golem, utility options, damage options for you, as well as new damage opportunities for your golem, such as giving him 2 additional skills. So this is the golem. It took me a while to make the sprite, as well as the sprite for the gyros. So let me just show you the little golem here. So you may notice that it summons this little robot here. So this drone, it casts debuffs on enemies. That's lightning stacking lightning debuffs on the enemies, but it also inflicts buffs on the party, on yourself and every other minion around you. It casts a speed and a regeneration buff, and it's invulnerable, so it cannot be damaged. So this guy is a minion of the golem. So you may notice that it's following the golem. But you can also improve the golem by giving it more offensive skills. So these two passives here grant him 2 new skills, which is a missile barrage and a slam. And you may notice he's gonna use here. So that's the slam, and that's the missile barrage. So you can augment the golem offensively if you want, or you can grab the more defensive or hybrid options. Depends on what you are looking for. So that took me a while. Like I said, maybe 2 weeks or so. But that's just the first thing. Another thing that I finished is the encounters. So maybe you don't remember, but every encounter in the dungeon that you encounter randomly has a tree, and this passive tree you can spend points on too. I finished every single one of the 4 encounters that I'm gonna have for the demo. You may notice here, every encounter has a tree now. Also, I reworked the debug menu, so now it's a little more clear. I can also spawn encounters this way, right? So this is the trader encounter that you find, right? I made a lot of changes with items. So you have curse items now, and they can be, you can see that they have a custom shader. So items that are cursed, I add a lot of new item types or runes, like this one that rolls the values of the mods, so you can roll for a higher value. And I also added this one that converts an item onto a legendary one or singular one, guaranteed, right? As long as it has any legendary that can roll at that level. Pretty cool. I also added this item, which allows you to lock one of the stats in place, kind of like the fracturing orbs in Path of Exile, though it's a little simplified, more simplified in this game. So once modifiers is sealed, you cannot even remove it with anything. So you actually have to craft around that, right? So that's a pretty powerful tool. This item is very rare, so that's why it's very powerful. I also modify the default filter. So now the default filter is gonna filter the items that are your level accordingly. It's gonna be really nice for the demo, right? What else did I do? I reworked the base types. So I removed flails because I thought it was very difficult to animate flails in a 2D game like this. Yeah, I think that's it. But when it comes to the big features that I worked on, I made a lot of other changes, like quality of life improvements and so on, but they're not really worth discussing on a video like this. Remember that these ones are just journal type videos. I don't really script anything of this, so often I like forget stuff and so on. But I don't know, it doesn't matter. It's just to keep track of the progress, right? Um, and before I go, remember that I have a alpha planned in about 40 days at this point. So expect a video on a Discord announcement and everything about the demo. I'm gonna upload it on itch because it can be played on a browser. And if you're interested, stay tuned for that. You can always check by my Twitch. I stream every weekday for like 6 hours every weekday. So you have some ideas or feedback or whatever, you can come by. I always welcome new ideas and stuff. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. Take care and thank you for watching.